The ground shook. Smoke filled the air. A massive creature with shining scales and fiery breath rose from the shadows. But this isn't a fairy tale. This is from the Bible. Most people think dragons only live in fantasy stories or movies. But what if I told you the Bible might talk about real dragons? Let's start with the book of Job, one of the oldest books in the Bible. In chapter 41, there's a creature called Leviathan. It's described as having terrifying teeth, flames coming from its mouth, and smoke pouring from its nose. It's not a normal animal. It sounds more like a fire-breathing dragon. And in Isaiah 27:1, there's mention of another beast, the dragon that is in the sea. That's strange, right? A dragon in the Bible? Back then, people feared huge, powerful animals. Some were real, like crocodiles or giant snakes, but others were harder to explain. In the King James Bible, the word dragon appears over 20 times. In some verses, it seems symbolic, like representing evil or chaos. But in other verses, it sounds very real. For example, in Psalm 91-13, it says, "You shall tread upon the lion and the dragon." That's not a bedtime story. It's a promise of victory. Now, does that mean fire-breathing dragons actually roam the earth? Maybe not like in the movies, but ancient people saw powerful creatures, like dinosaurs, whales, or unknown beasts, and called them dragons. Some believe that stories of dragons came from real animals now extinct, or even passed down memories of dinosaurs. So did dragons exist in the Bible? Yes, at least in name and in legend. Whether they were giant serpents, sea monsters, or symbols of danger, the Bible gives them a place in its story. Maybe they weren't flying around breathing fire, but to the people of the Bible, dragons were real threats, physical, spiritual, or both. The dragon in Revelation is a symbol of Satan, but the dragon in Job? It's a creature so fierce that no one dares fight it. That says a lot. So the next time someone says dragons are just fantasy, tell them to read the Bible.